everybody, how you doing? Welcome to the shop. Today I'm going to try to attempt to make a ferro rod handle out of some beautiful fat wood that Shlisa Shell sent me. You can see it's got color nice all the way through, and it's not too bad for straight. It's got a little hook to it, but a few knobs on it. Some goofy stuff on the end I'll have to shave off and get rid of the punk wood on the outside. And I'm just going to trim it up on the bandsaw and try to get some square ends on it so it'll chuck up right in the lathe, otherwise it's going to wobble. And see if we can get some beauty out of this ugly old stick. I'll scope you in and turn you back on in a minute. Alright, that should be close enough to get it on my chop saw. I just had a couple little stubbies on it and what have you. So I'll zip it over there, try to square up the ends. Boy, does this stuff smell good. The whole shop smells like fat wood. Whoop whoop! Turn you back on in a minute when I get over to the lathe. Alright, I got you clamped to a shelf up above the lathe. It's kind of a straight down view. Might make some of you seasick, I don't know. I'm going to try it out. But it's a pretty good view. I got her in there. It's got a little wobble to it over in this area. Not too awful bad though. So I'm going to fire this up. I got my bench all cleaned off, so all the sawdust I'll be able to save for fire starter and what have you. So let's fire it up and see if I can make it somewhat round. this is a, oh, that's shitty light. Hold on. Ooh, it's hot. Alright, this is a little shape I come up with. This thing is absolutely beautiful. There is so much resin in here, it's like trying to sand a hunk of tar. Probably see some color through it. But it's absolutely beautiful stuff. I'll get some holes drilled in it and we'll see how she comes out. I'm going to have to hand rub it with something really smooth to get it to really shine. Alright, I'll turn you back on when I get her closer. Alright, I got her all drilled out. Man, what a pain in the butt. This stuff is so sappy, it just looked like it was leaking water, but it was all sticky stuff. So I got my grain nice and matched up, and this is my plan. Whoop. It's not glued yet. So this will be the handle, this will be basically the sheath, and you'll be able to scrape right off of that to get your little tinder pile going. This will be plugged. Look at the color in this stuff. Just crazy. So anyhow, hopefully if this epoxy job works out, this will be a nice little set. All the grain lines up nice. The cut come out pretty good. My hole's a little bit off center, but I wowed it out so it's got some wiggle room. And then down in the bottom, backwards, I have a feeling that epoxy's not going to stick too well. So I actually took a chisel and made like a little pit in the bottom that is actually bigger than this. So I'm hoping it will dry hard and make like a button that won't pull out of there. We'll see what happens. But all in all, and then I got to try to get a finish on it. One of Shlisa's subs said he used a I can't remember. It's old school finish, bullseye. It's coming to me. It's coming. It's coming slow. Shellac. Thank you. So that may stick to it. I'll try out a couple things. What I might do is I got a couple little scraps off here. I'll try out some finishes on it. I may have to hit it with lacquer thinner to cut the sticky. This end will come off and get all sanded. And then we'll see from there. I'll show you when I got her all put together. See you in a minute. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I collect all this good dust. Be never-ending supply of tinder. Wow, there's a lot. This is so full of sap, it just, you can actually make a ball of it. Too good to go to waste. And I got the stuff from the center that I drilled. It came out when I drilled it. The whole work shed smells like it. Awesome. Good air freshener. I should go put some on my carpet. Excellent. Pretty good, huh? Plus I got a bunch more. stuff will definitely clog up your sandpaper quick, but it's worth it. I'm just trying to get some of the, I guess you'd call them perpendicular scratches, the ones that go around from the lathe tools. Trying to get those out so the finish will look a little nicer. Not too many in it. The stuff turns really nice. It's almost like turning plastic or acrylic. Shape turned out pretty decent. Just take off a couple of the rough, the sharp edges. Straighten up the butt a little bit. I end up having to put on plastic gloves because the residue kept sticking all over my fingers. Pizza I had for lunch tasted a little piney. Wasn't bad though. It's pretty smooth. There, that looks pretty decent. Alright, I'll try to get a finish on it. Alright. Got your projects all finished up, Shlisa. Well, not finished. I don't have a coat on them yet. Turned out pretty okay. The plug turned out alright. That way you can shave your fire starter and have your ferro rod handy. This is some shavings from the project. Let's see if this stuff is worth a hoot. Kind of windy and stormy today, but oh yeah, it's worth a hoot. Trial by fire. So we got about that much of the shavings and sawdust in a gallon Ziploc, so that'll be coming your way too. Never have to shave wood again. Fat wood party. I almost forgot. Play nice.